like, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch. What you talking about? If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think? Well, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk out every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. Shot one shit, I'm about it. U.P.K too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe, sonny, and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a piece whore. You a dirt down. That neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that thing? But you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk out every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. U.P.K play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I start getting that like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Well, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk out every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. Christ said, "Seven, we gonna be on one nigga in the end time, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch, fake ass nigga too, dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you."
Check.
Oh, concert.
All right, we about to get started. Hold on for a second. Thought one.
Oh, concert.
We good?
Oh, concert.
Might go through and check all these, boy. What? You want to try it? I would say, check. That thing still ain't working, huh? You know what? Let me check. You should be able to see it on the regular page, on your page, right? Okay. I'm gonna minimize this bunk, y'all. Let me go back. All right. We'll see if we do it in a second. All right, clap it up. Most High in Christ. Shalom, Yahweh by Shem Shai, Brakathum to the Akim, Yahweh Shamar Latham by Shem Shai to the sister, out walking. I'm preaching officer of 5,000 Zion Yalla, checking in from Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class, scripture breakdown class for North Carolina. This is our mandatory class. I'll be holding down the ham until captain of 13,000. Nayathap Banyamyan comes in. Until then, please hold your questions. Unless we go into a topic or something like that we want to get into, that way everybody may have a precept we need to break down on, we'll get to it. But other than that, y'all know like how I like to do hot topics starting off. So hot topic, I will hope that everybody recognize what is the so-called oppressors holiday that's coming up, Baba Shaw?
So like I said, 4th of July, sir.
What does the 4th of July represent? What does it represent?
It represents the rebellion of the so-called Americans against the British Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It represents their day of independence.
Their independence from, and why did they want their independence?
Because they felt that they were being taxed without representation.
And they also felt that they had grown and separate from whatever land that they left from, correct?
Kanaman Khan.
All right, so tomorrow is Thursday.
On Thursday, sir.
What should that look like for Black Hispanics, Native Indians?
So like I said, if I may, sir, it is absolutely a curse upon us. Because we were slaves. They've never given us anything in this kingdom but slavery.
Right.
Never.
So now what does our independence look like? So we understand that this so-called nation broke free from the British. They were, for whatever reason that they have, and they felt like they were justified. What is it about Black Hispanics and Native Indians that we seem to celebrate their independence versus ours? We have people that will celebrate Juneteenth and turn right back around and celebrate the 4th of July.
So like it, sir.
Please.
If I may, sir, and I'm talking about all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I'm talking about all. We've been conditioned to love the oppressor, man. That's the bottom line. We've been conditioned to love them and to celebrate they. That's the condition that we find ourselves.
Let me ask the classroom. What are some ways that we've been conditioned to celebrate the oppressor? What are some of the ways, Walker Shaw? Now, what you're saying is right, Jonas. I just like for everybody who in the class, let's participate in the class, right? So in I.S.U.P.K, you'll learn that coming to class, you have to come to class prepared. You need to have your Bible. You need to have your Apocrypha. That is the Bible as well. You understand? You need to have you some writing tools and something to take notes with. All right, this is a school. These classes are designed for you to examine, right? You're supposed to look at these things and say, don't just take officer of 5,000 Zion Yalla words. Go do your own research. Go study that Bible. Go see that whatever that we're saying in class, see if it's true or not. So this is not the Christian church where you're sitting there like a bump on a log and don't learn a goddamn thing about nothing, about how to be a bigger whore, a bigger pimp, you understand? A bigger liar, a bigger thief, a bigger dope dealer, a bigger stripper, whatever those things that you do not get corrected in doing while in that Christian church, right? So in here we lay out a guideline, brother. And sisters, you're gonna learn ways of the Bible. Now you can call me 1,000 things, but I know the one thing you cannot do. I know you look at this Bible. This Bible is true. I seen Officer Zion. He goofy. He just tripped over a log. Well, they ain't got nothing to do with what's in that book, what's in the Bible. All right. You be like, oh man, I seen that brother. I don't like his mouth. He cursed too goddamn much. Okay, but I go by what's in that Bible, though. There are probably tons of things you may not like about brothers that's in this school. Who gives a damn? But we live by this book. And you know, one thing we do not do, we do not celebrate the 4th of July. So what are the ways we've been conditioned to love the oppressor in this society or this empire?
So
Come on.
We shoot fireworks, we barbecue, we grill out, we fly the American flag. I see people rocking the whole United States flag outfits.
That's true, but I want to get to what has conditioned us.
So like
put us in the mindset of why we even do it. You understand?
Sir.
Come on.
Martin Luther King and feeling like we've been joined to this nation.
Thank you. That's why I want to go to. We do these things here in this earth, man, and serve the oppressor and feeling like we're a part of this empire. If that conditioning came from thinking that what Boz just said, we can be a part of this empire. You know, we would send our sons and daughters off to war to fight for this country. Why? And give their lives because we've been conditioned to think that we're a part of it.
Salaki.
Come on, Boz.
And I believe the number one culprit is that goddamn Christian church, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. See, the Christian church, Christianity allows your mindset to think that you're a part of something that's not even real. Christianity is magic. These things have been reproduced years, thousands of years. These stories and lies, and here we are in 2024 in I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA breaking those lies down and showing you the truth that's actually in the book. So you will no longer pop those fireworks. So we can break free of the conditioning that we live under in this empire. The brother, he said Christianity, that's it. So what other ways, what things do we do to show that we're conditioned in this empire?
Yes, sir. Okay, so
hold on, Yanazar. Go ahead, Darash.
Singing the national anthem.
Singing the national anthem. Go ahead, Yanazar.
So, like, because we've been conditioned, we love other nations, heathen nations, more than we love our own people. We'll destroy our own people and love another nation. That is a wicked conditioning.
Oh man, it goes. Give me Matthew 25 and 40, Baba Kusha.
So like this, if I may.
Come on, Akaska.
Yeah. And not even being in America, we always see from I knew myself, we see these celebrations going on. So they happen so frequently from a child. So you go up into thinking that these things are right. They just become a part of your whole mindset.
Right. So that's heavy, because if you come up in this empire, if you're accustomed to seeing things that happen all the time, you'll be drawn to doing those things as, like Akaska just said, like it's a normal way of life. See, that's why it's important that we raise family in the I.S.U.P.K. and honor this school as a nation of people. So we raise our babies to show them like celebrating the Passover is something that they'll never forget. You understand? Saying that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of is something that they'll never forget. Saying that you should love your brother and your sister is something that they should never forget. Like, it's not based on the worldly traditions. In the worldly traditions, if you come up on a gang, Bloods, Crip, Vice Lord, GD Folk, you know what I'm saying, MS-13s, all these gangs, if you see your father do it, guess what? 9 times out of 10, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be doing what your father does.
That's right.
If you see your mother doing it, 9 times out of 10, if there is no correction there, guess what? That daughter's going to end up doing the same thing. But when you lock in and you really want to do the work of the Lord, man, it hit a little different. You got a whole different mindset that has to take place. And start with what are you doing to those children? What are you doing to the ones that are around you? Like that personal growth, man, it got to be real. Your change has to be real when you're talking about serving the Lord. Because if not, you can stay in the goddamn Christian church and sit there and lie to yourself, and everybody pretend with you. All right, and you see a lot of that. When our people walk out and they pop them fireworks on the 4th of July or sing the national anthem, in my mind, I know that guess what? I used to be that person right there until I understood what real change represented. Real change represented that learning I needed to be independent of a culture that was trying to unalive me. You understand what I'm saying? If we see that this society, the cops, the politicians, the churches, the schools, the financial system, all these systems have been systematically designed to destroy you, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. So what the purpose of us trying to be a part of it? What's the purpose of even lighting a goddamn firework if I know it doesn't represent what I think it represents? What's the purpose? So we'll see, you'll fire up that barbecue pit on the 4th and be like, oh man, this is for the family. You're lying to yourself. And that's what Yonazal been saying earlier. All the Aki been saying, we're so destroyed in this empire. We lie to ourselves and we accept the lie when we're lying to our. Is that crazy as hell, ain't it? We look at ourselves in the mirror and know that police brutality is real. We look at ourselves and know that guess what? When you go and get finance, your rate is definitely going to be higher than the oppressor rate. How much research have they done on that? You go to your schools, you look at your books, don't look like the private school books. Your representation in the Senate it don't represent you. It represents the ones who has the money that will pay for what it is that they want. As a whole, we have 1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in this empire. And somehow somebody said that we're part of it. Shalom. So read that verse for me when you get it. But let's find out what's important. You got to read it. I want your camp boys to Raj. Please.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 40.
Come on.
And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
What color is this? What color is this written in?
It's written in red, sir.
Right. So what is this saying? Somebody, let's break this down. This is the Brotherhood class. I want to get into this, and we're gonna go back into this Independence Day, Baba Kushah. Come on. What is it saying?
Hold
on, let me right.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead.
Sir, this is written in red. So this is Christ speaking. So he's pretty much stating that he's saying that inasmuch as you've done it to at least one of my brethren, meaning one of my brothers, then you've also done it to him. YAHANNA.
That's true. I understand that you seeing what's there, but what is this saying? The breakdown. What's the spirit behind it? Come on, Yonazar. What's the spirit of what's being said?
The spirit is nationhood. Christ identifies with a particular people. Right. And he's saying here, whatever you do to my brethren, meaning my family, my people, you doing it to me.
Right. Everything that you're going to read about understanding the Bible, if you understand the fireworks of the 4th of July, you should have no problem with understanding why this is being said right here. You understand that the independence of this empire was based on them breaking away from the British, right? Why is it so hard for us to understand that we had all of this? It is hard for us to see it because we've been surrounded by the oppressor and what he wants for us to do. It's almost as if he doesn't okay it or give his stamp of approval, like it does not exist. You understand what I'm saying? Our king wants us to think like about this, like they want us to look at each other like, you know what? I want the best for you, and I want you to also think about me having the best too.
Salaki.
Come on with it, brother.
It's almost like when we've been celebrating the 4th of July, at least when I used to growing up, like black people just want a day to celebrate, right? We don't even know what we're celebrating, you know. But when you look at white people and the way that they feel about the 4th of July, that's the spirit that Christ is trying to put in us for our nation.
Come.
Because these white people, they love the hell out of the 4th of July.
Right.
Like that it means something to them.
The Bible is our constitution, right? These laws is how we're supposed to live as a nation. Like you get like Commander Junior Hunter said all the time. He said he envy or he jealous of how the other nations are able to do certain things, right? And we should take on that same vibe. I mean, not like to do what the oppressor does, but being able to look at each other and say, "What? Let's get together and celebrate our high holy days, like we would do the 4th of July in the world."
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like we have to take on that spirit. We have to be absolutely fanatics about serving the Lord, man. It cannot be regular. Like we have to really be fanatics about brotherhood and sisterhood. And it works. And how do you know it works? Because the oppressor, he broke free of British rule. The oppressor got us celebrating the 4th of July like it's like we a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It must have worked, Bunky, y'all. God damn, it must have worked. I'm just saying, if you think about how many of our brothers and sisters lose their lives every 4th of July for something that does not even belong to them, it must have worked, Bunky, y'all. So Lord, if I gave our brothers and sisters something to live for.
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it, Yonazar.
If I may, there's a scripture in the Bible that kind of hits on the spirit when the brother brought out about how the oppressor feels about the 4th of July, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just brought me to, if I may, sir, a scripture in the Bible, right?
Let's do this. Somebody find me a passage or something that speaks about how the oppressor feels about the 4th of July. Somebody find. I want to know how they feel about it. Let's see if we find something. Maybe the founding fathers so-called wrote about the 4th of July, their independence. I'm curious to know what they thought about it. Go ahead, Jonas. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to see something.
Kind of one concept. So it's just that, okay, in the Bible, right? We have access to understand all things, right? So here it's telling you in Ezekiel 36. You understand?
Read it.
Because I'm gonna read 36 and 2 and 5, if I may, sir.
Please.
It says in the book of Ezekiel 36 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, because the enemy has said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are in our possession. So they're celebrating that they took everything from us, man. That's what the 4th of July represents to them.
Right.
They took everything from the Native Americans. They took everything from the West Indians. They took everything from the blacks, Hispanics. They took everything. And that's what they really celebrating, man.
Man, Most High Christ. Come on, Buck, yo.
Salaki, I don't want, if I may, I found an article. It says the earliest July 4th celebrations, and it talks about George Washington. It says, it's told by Ron Chernow, author of Washington, A Life. The troops rejoiced upon hearing the document. The declaration was read at the head of each brigade, wrote Samuel Blakely Webb, and was received with 3 huzzahs by the troops. Reading of the document led to such uproarious enthusiasm that soldiers sprinted down Broadway afterward and committed an act of vandalism. They toppled the equestrian statue of George III at Bowling Green.
So the first thing that they did, declare their independence, will break free of the people that was oppressing them. An act of violence of what they shown from somebody who was oppressing them, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
They toppled the equestrian statue of George III at Bowling Green, decapitating it, then parading the head around town to the lilting beat of fifes and drums. Early parties, while many parades, bonfires, and the firing of muskets and cannons greeted the document's public readings on July 8th of that year, the first organized July 4th celebration would take place in 1777 in Philadelphia and in Boston. This is according to the Pennsylvania Evening Post on July 5th, 1777.
What were we during that time frame? What were we doing? Come on with it.
We were slaves.
Were we decapitating the British monarchy statues? Hell no, we were not. Instead of a come on with it, brother. Come back.
I got a famous quote from about the 4th of July that's attributed to the 4th of July.
Please, come on, boss.
It says, "So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightened Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous peaks of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountains of Georgia. I'm gonna go. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee."
Yeah, y'all know who this speech is, right? Can anybody tell me who this speech? Who said this speech?
Michael King, sir.
Damn right.
And we bought into it. We in 2024, like we've been so conditioned to just go along to get along that when we see oppressors bow down and kiss the boots of the men preaching prophets of the Lord in I.S.U.P.K, the whole world be in a goddamn frenzy. So if we fight for what's actually in this Bible, our independence will look glorious as well. Come on with it, Bunk, yo.
So like I have another entry from John Adams, and he had an interesting relationship with the 4th of July.
Okay.
It says the second day of July, 1776 will be the most memorable epocha in the history of America. I am apt to believe that it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival. It ought to be commemorated as the day of deliverance.
So hold on. So even in exception, right? He had an idea like, guess what? This thing right here is going to be grand. This is going to be great. That's the mindset that Black, Hispanics, Native Indians have to have. Once this kingdom falls, we got to be like, you know what? Man, guess what? We're going to create heaven here on earth, man. You should think about the Passover like this devil is trying to think about it. Like, that's the mindset. You coming to Passover, like, guess what? One day, there's not going to be a field or place big enough to hold us, man. One day, all the Black, Hispanics, Native Indians would know that they're Israelites, the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth, man. They're going to know that Christ was a Black man. They're going to know that we cannot celebrate the 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. We're not going to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. That's the kind of mindset that we have to have as soldiers of the Most High, man. If you do not have that, then what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? Is this something we just want to just go through and just go through the goddamn motion? Let me know now. Let me know, is this something? Yeah, I'm an Israelite. Shalom, brothers. No zeal, no fight, no spirit. Captain Cesario had a phrase called triumphalism. You got to walk in that shit, man. You can't pump fake it. It has to be real. That's how you're going to identify the sacrifices that you're making, and it's worth it.
That's right.
But you don't think that it's real, you're going to be celebrating the 4th of July. You're going to go ahead and put on your goddamn party hat and blow your fingers off.
Shalom, sir.
Salaki, go ahead.
Captain I.S.U.P.K is ready, sir.
Oh, Salaki. And with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to Captain of 13,000, Captain I.S.U.P.K Banyami. Y'all clap it up.
Shalom, Akim. Shalom, Akwat. Yan. How y'all doing?
12 out of 1.
What's up, sir?
Wow, sir.
Yeah, I hear Zion telling you to go celebrate 4th of July.
Sir.
What you saying, Zion, is I mean totally on point. You understand?
Sir, the water. Sir.
These brothers, you know what I mean, don't understand how the Lord works. You know what I mean? As he was bringing out is because of your so-called leaders. You understand? You want to know why there's nobody representing you in UN? Why there's nobody representing you anywhere on this face of the earth is because we don't have leadership. You understand? And because if we're not for Commander General YAHANNA, black people would have been, you know what I mean? It would have been a done deal. You understand? It was Commander General YAHANNA and these generals holding this truth and giving it to us. You understand? Under Christ. You understand? How should black people, if you had the right leadership, how should black people look at the 4th of July?
Like it, sir.
Come on, Tabo One.
They should just look at it as Thursday.
That's all. That's it. Just another day in what? In hell. You understand? In captivity. You understand? That's right. You understand? That's how we should look at it. All right? Now, the reason why we don't is because you had men like Martin Luther King. You had men like who? Who today? Who telling you to celebrate it today? Al Sharpton. You understand? The Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes. Come on.
I was gonna say every black Christian pastor.
Yes, every black Christian pastor. You're correct. They're gonna have the, you know what I mean, you wearing the what? The red, white, and blue coming to church in support of your country. When this country has not given a damn about black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians since its conception. You understand? All right. Now go to who could pull up the I'm gonna put it in the chat area there, right? Tab on the computer. All right. Check on it right there. I'll send it something right now in the chat. Right. I want you to read it for me. All right. Read this document. All right.
Put it on the screen,
yeah, you could. Do they teach the Declaration of Independence in the schools? I don't know. I know the
concept.
They do in the schools or the Pledge of Allegiance. Which one?
They teach. I don't know about the Pledge of Allegiance anymore, but today they still teach the 4th of July, Independence Day, in the schools.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead, Boss, was gonna say something.
I was just gonna say, Colin said that, like, some schools still make you say the Pledge of Allegiance, but that whole Declaration of Independence, the whole preamble, all of that, yeah, they make it a point to when they talk about the American Revolution. They big on that. The 4th of July is always American Revolution is always a topic of learning for all of the youth that come through the school system.
Okay. Hey, Tab on, click on the PDF. I think it comes up better. Yeah.
Come on, sir. I just did. I'm literally changing it over right now.
Okay, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Come on, sir.
All right. And with that, give me Deuteronomy. I think it's 7 and 6. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. All right. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Start reading, sir. You want to wait for the scripture?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get a scripture.
Salakia, sir, I got it.
Go ahead.
Camp boys, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. But thou art an holy people
And this is the Lord saying, you are what? A holy people unto who?
Unto the Lord thy
Unto
God.
the Lord thy God. You understand? Right? Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Has chosen thee to be a what?
A special people unto himself.
A special people unto himself. The Lord chose blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be a special people unto himself. Read on.
Above all people.
A what?
Above all people.
Above all people. This Bible is your what? What's this Bible?
Constitution.
Our
Yeah.
Constitution.
Our Declaration of Independence from these bastards.
Out here,
you understand? Yes. So when you read it, it's specifically speaking about who? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Read on.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Not some. Understand?
All
these bastards, these so-called small hats. You understand? They in a war right now, claiming that land across the Gaza and the West Bank and Israel belongs to them, based off of our records. You understand? They call themselves so-called Jews. So guess what? This land, everything was promised to them. When that's a lie. Right? Read on.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people.
Right? So he didn't choose you because of your numbers. He did not choose you because of your numbers. He didn't choose you because you had 12 tribes. Read on.
For Salakia, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
Yeah, and that's the Lord. Does the Lord fight with numbers? No, he does not fight with numbers. You understand? He chose what? We were the smallest in all these nations. We what? 14% of the population right now are. And the Lord is with us. You understand? Read on.
Verse 8. But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers.
You understand? And that's so, this is so heavy in that, you know what I mean? Like wars, right? How to give you it? You all ever hear the term called white fear? Caucasian fear?
Come on, sir.
What's part of Caucasian fear? Or okay, give me what's Caucasian fear?
So like I said, if I may, in the world, we used to call it the fear of a black world or black rulership.
Yeah, meaning what? That one day they were going to be what?
Overthrown.
Yeah, but yeah, give me. Come on, Baz.
Slaves.
Okay, but you are giving me the byproduct.
We're out of power.
Okay.
They're gonna be defeated in war.
Okay. How and why? What's the fear?
By Christ.
Just like I said, by me.
Come on.
The whites are afraid that the blacks can do to them what they did to the blacks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The whole claim right now, right on the border, is what? What's the claim? That what? that the Mexicans are what? Pouring into the country, right?
Invading. They call them
Yeah.
invaders.
Invading the country, right? Right? Some of them even fear that these Mexicans that are invading the country will somehow what? Vote, be on the ballot, or be able to vote on the ballot for President who? Biden. Right? You all heard that? You never heard that talking point to try to hit.
Kind of
Yeah.
Trump said
Right?
that the other day.
Yes. Right? So meaning what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. That's stoking the flame of invasion and this whole white fear. What it boils down to is they're thinking very good. My man. That's it. Outnumbered. You understand? So now, guess what? We need to push what? Why was Margaret Sanger pushing abortion?
For the numbers.
Yeah, it's numbers. Why it says the jail cells filled with blacks and Hispanics? Numbers. They're trying to do what? Keep your numbers down because they in their mind we will outnumber them in 20 something. Right? And that's that they're doing when they do that.
Salaki Adawan.
Come on.
What comes to mind is that the Great Replacement theory.
Mm-hmm.
Is what, Peyton Gendron, he wrote that on his AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he was so afraid of being replaced by, you know, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Salakia.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, if I may.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
They're going to the extreme where now democracy, because the fact that we may overcome them in numbers, is not going to be the system moving forward. They're preparing for that.
Yes, but what is the Bible saying? What's the Bible saying? What we just read.
Salakia.
Come on.
That the Most High don't care about numbers.
Yeah, but what did it say about Israel? We were what?
The smallest of all nations.
Yes. So what are they creating? Not so much extinction. Come on.
So like it, sir, they're creating a climate of war.
Yes. Come on, I give you all a couple minutes, a couple chances again. What are they creating?
Slakia, sir. Is it
Come on.
A creation to keep us fighting against each other?
Yes. I'm gonna have to give you all that. They're creating an enemy. They're creating an enemy. They're creating something to bring their people together. And to bring their people together, they have to do
Like
what?
it, sir.
Come on. Come on.
It's called the boogeyman syndrome. Like they always have to create to unite them. They had to create a boogeyman, or like you said, an enemy to unite their people against them. They need it.
That's it. And that's all it is. The reason why, this country not in as much turmoil as it is supposed to be in right now is because they have an enemy in you and me, the Mexicans, and the Native Indians. You understand? Because the question you should ask yourself is this. Your gas price is high, right? The gas price is high. Oh, you're all comfortable with gas prices, right? So you are some rich brothers.
The gas price is high, sir.
The gas price is high. No, ask yourself this. Or tell me this, is the Mexicans' fault? It's not the Mexicans' fault. Okay. It's black people's fault the gas price is high.
Sir.
Okay, let me see. The grocery, your grocery, the prices in the grocery, they're going up, right? It's the Mexicans' fault. They're putting pressure. They're putting pressure on the economy. And right now, the Mexicans coming in and they're taking your social security and giving it to the Mexicans. That's the reason? No.
Sir.
What's the reason? What's the reason?
It's
Come on.
because they want, if I may, sir.
Hold on.
They want to
Go ahead,
maintain a profit margin. They want to maintain a certain profit margin regardless of what the circumstances is. They want to keep getting paid.
Okay. But you gotta give me the reason. You're right, but give me the reason why your gas prices is high. And Baaz was on it. Come on.
Because they some greedy bastards and they want to keep the poor oppressed.
I'll take that, but it's because of what? The wars they're creating on the earth. You understand? The wars they're creating on the earth. Now, how much money been gone to Ukraine? Who want to look up that? Who want to look up the numbers?
At least 80 billion.
At least. I think he might have to double that or triple that number. How much money done gone to Israel? No, you ain't talking about the money. We ain't talking about the money that was given to Egypt, that it was given to some of these other Arab countries as form of what? What do they call the money that they give to these countries?
Aid.
Aid, but give me the name for it.
They call it foreign aid.
Yes, foreign aid.
Salami, sir.
Come on.
It says 107 billion worth of aid goes to the government of Ukraine.
How much?
107 billion.
107 billion. I think it might be more than that. I think somebody trying to play us for fools. There's way more money going to Ukraine. Come on.
When during the debate, Donald Trump said 200 billion, and the fact checkers said that was a lie. It was about half of that.
Yeah.
But they say that it's not in the form of direct money. It's in the form of weaponry and things of that nature.
That's a lie. You know, it's a lie because recently, or a few months back, he had to get rid of somebody in his cabinet. I think somebody in the military that was over the military because money was going missing. Thousands or millions of dollars was going missing. You understand? Like you see where the money going, and that had nothing to do with black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Come on.
Sir, I have an article right here that breaks down more the funds. It says how much U.S. aid does Israel receive. Israel has been the largest cumulative recipient of U.S. foreign aid since its founding, receiving about $310 billion in total economic and military assistance. Sir, this article is up to date as of May 31st, 2024. We probably sent, another billion since then. But yeah, about $310 billion cumulatively sent since 1948.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, take this opportunity to go ahead and get them likes up. Like, share, subscribe, Baba Kushar. Hit the like button. Oh, yeah. And don't forget the Atlanta cookout. Go ahead and get ready.
So, like about that. Tawada. You hit them likes, man. Come on. Hit them thumbs up. Man. Because boy, oh boy, what we fitting to bring here to you can't go in the Christian church and get this. The Christian church gonna tell you, go get that, them pork hot dogs for 4th of July. You understand? Now let's read the declaration. Let's go to the declaration. All right. And this is something we bring out every year around this time to try and do what? To try and wake black people up, Hispanics and Native Indians, to let them know that what? That 4th of July has nothing to do with us. All right?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead.
The Declaration of Independence in Congress, July 4th, 1776. The unanimous declaration of
as you could see, Salaki, as you could see, the date on it, right? It's what? July what?
4th.
17 what?
1776.
Which means what? Which means what? Which means my Benjamite behind forefathers would have been in what? Cane field.
Right.
Brothers in America would have been what? In the cotton field, in the tobacco field, in the rice field. You understand? Slaving. While the so-called oppressor, he went to war. You understand? With his other which of course his brothers, basically.
Okay.
Right? Read on.
The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature.
Number one, I will read that like, you know what I mean? Put like, you know what I mean? Like a white man is reading his declaration now.
Like,
you know
proud, sir?
Yeah, I would read that, you know what I mean? Read it like, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm joking. You understand? But you could imagine them reading this to their people. You can imagine how they felt. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Right? They say what? When in the course of what?
Human events. It becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them.
You understand? And somehow America was able to do what? They were able to convince us that this was for us. You understand? Come on.
You ever seen the movie The Patriot?
Which that's a long time ago. I can't remember it exactly, but come on, bring it. Baz.
It's about a white man who used to fight, like, I guess he had a military pass, I guess, for Great Britain. But during the time when they were choosing sides, one of his sons wanted to join with the British, but he stopped them, and then he eventually joined with the Union to fight for the colonies or whatnot. But then he got captured. And so when he got captured, his younger son got murdered by some British soldiers, and then that brought his military stuff back out, and he started, banding together and getting his people to fight the British. So he was instrumental in the victory of the United States. But the point I'm trying to get to is that I was watching that this past weekend with my in-laws, and the brainwashing of the movie is throughout the whole movie, slaves is in the movie, but they got them in the background, and they're never really on camera, but they're there the whole time. If you ain't paying attention, you won't even see them.
Yeah,
and it's a scene in the movie where the British soldiers lock this church up with the colonists in it and burn it with the women and children inside, to burn them alive. And my in-laws in there like, oh, they did that to women and children. I'm like, y'all don't see those slaves in there? Like you don't care nothing about them black people in the movie. They're not just hanging out. They got these people as slaves.
Yeah.
It's the brainwashing of the movie to make people really be on the side of America, even though our people were clearly slaves in the movie.
Yeah. And what you're saying is so heavy, because You know what I mean? It always going to boil back to leadership. It's going to boil back to that. You understand? Like without the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, none of us would be teaching our kids about this.
That's right.
None of us would be teaching them about this. You understand?
Come
We'd have been caught up. 4th of July coming wrong. All you know, you get a holiday from your slavery, and you go and party and enjoy it without this school, without this knowledge. You understand? Which shows you that black people do not have that leadership. It's lacking. And what is Jeremiah 14:2 speaks of it, of us lacking that leadership. Our gates are what? Languish. You understand? We'll be out there doing the same thing. That's why we, you know what I mean, this, you know what I mean, those of you on here, your share, hit that like button, you know what I mean, so we could wake blacks and Hispanics people up. You know what I mean? 4th of July should just be another day. You understand? Another day in hell. You understand? We don't need to go out and buy and make these bastards more rich. You understand? Every holiday that's created for them, it's for what? It's to make money. How much money? Somebody can find how much money to make on July 4th last year. You understand? And I know things more than likely hard because I not too long finished watching some I believe is a news clip or some news clips of the amount of theft that's going on right now.
What kind of guys?
People stealing your what you call it? Your air conditioning. Oh yeah. Like things getting real bad out there. Real bad.
Come
on.
So like it says Americans spent an estimated $15.8 billion for the 4th of July 2023.
And not does it have a breakdown of how much money black people or Hispanic people spend on that day too? You understand?
Let's see if I can find the.
All right. Now give me where it say go to Amos. I think it's 5:21.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21.
Skip to 24. Skip to 24.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 24. But let judgment run down as waters.
Let what?
Let judgment run down as waters.
You understand? So you want to celebrate? You want to celebrate 4th of July? Why are you celebrating 4th of July? Why do you think black people celebrating 4th of July? Because they love America. Come on.
Yes. They want to be a part of.
Yes, they want to be a part of America. You understand? Black people really love this place so much that they do what? They go join the military. You understand? They go join the military, go fight in their wars, flag come back, fold it up. You understand? Like, we really love this place, but we don't understand that this place don't love us back.
Right.
You understand? And the more and more we try to get down with them, the more and more the Lord is going to show us that we should not join with them. We shouldn't. All right? Read.
And righteousness as a mighty stream.
All right? The Lord wants what? Judgment to run in this place like mighty waters. But guess what? Some of us want to what? We want to stop judgment. We were trying to do it. We're trying to join on to this place when the Lord tell you, do hand walk in hand, the wicked shall not go what? Unpunished. You understand?
So like
right? Come on.
I got signs of Stockholm syndrome. It's 8 separate signs, if you don't mind.
Yeah, come on.
The first one is feeling emotionally connected to the abuser. This explains Black Hispanics and Native Indians here in America feeling pity for the abuser, sharing the abuser's values, believing in the abuser's humanity, responding to the abuser's kindness, refusing to escape the hostile situation, refusing to convict the abuser, and helping the abuser in his or her crimes.
Yeah,
that is
all of the above. All of the above are. Come on.
Salakia, that's it, sir.
Yes, all of the above. Like what do black people like to say when they hear us condemn the white man for what he has done to black people? What do they say?
Salakia.
Come on.
All white people ain't bad.
Yeah. That's them not wanting to convict the perpetrator for their crimes against the people. You understand? When these same oppressors, they did what? They are reaping the benefits of their forefathers. They're reaping it. They're able to celebrate 4th of July because of what their forefathers did for them to have this country. First, they got rid of what? The Native Indians. You understand? Then they brought the slave in to work and build wealth for them. All your banking system, they built on slavery. Your insurance companies, you understand? Built on what? Slavery. But somehow we should just do what? What do they tell us? Forget about slavery. It's in the past. So now, guess what? Go ahead.
Like, and it's a big movement about domestic violence, you know, battered women and women in relationship with abusive men. And the common theme is they tell the women to leave that relationship, get out of that relationship at all costs, You must get out of that. He's never going to change. Well, in the relationship between the oppressor and Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are clearly the battered woman in the relationship. But they don't tell us to leave. They tell us to stay and just take the abuse and just stay and take it.
Yeah. And you know why, right? And the reason for that is today, when you speak to black people, right, and you tell them, you ask them the question, do you think you're a slave? What do they say? They don't think they're slaves. They think they're what? Free. What do black people think they are today?
Free.
Yes. So free meaning they think they're what?
They're Americans. They're Americans.
Yes, they're Americans. So when you feel you're free and you're American, you're going to read the Declaration of Independence and you're going to think it's speaking to who? You. Yeah, to you. And that's the same thing they did with the Bible. The same thing they did these other nations did with the Bible. They read the Bible and it's sung as if it's speaking to what? To them. So guess what? They're going to leave out all the scriptures speaking about what? When Christ, or when the Most High told the prophets that I am for who? The Israelites. I came for the Israelites. Christ died for the Israelites. You understand? Instead, they're going to say what? Christ died for what? Everybody.
Everyone.
Everyone. You read Acts, what is Acts 21? Is 2:21. Right? Where it say ye men of Israel, right? They leave that part out. They leave that part out, but read the other part, which song as if it's what? It's talking about what? The oppressor and all these other heathens. You understand? And it's going to come to a head where black people are really going to have to ask themselves, what's the Declaration of Independence for black people? And so I would love to hear, if you're a black person right now listening, or if you're an oppressor, a Caucasian listening right now, tell me who the Declaration of Independence is for. Tell me. Let's see if black people should be celebrating 4th of July in the streets with you. You know what I mean? Pull the barbecue pit out that we had a, you know what I mean, we ain't used for a while, but we keep, you know what I mean, we keep it just, you know what I mean, for ready for 4th of July. You understand? Go to Tabon, go back to the text now. All right, go back to the text.
Okay.
All right.
Slack, sir.
And then I think it's Genesis 28.
Okay,
Hold on, Tabon. Give me 1 minute. Let me just double check something here. Where it speaks about Esau, what he was blessed with. Is it 26? Hold on.
27, sir. 27.
Yeah, 27.
And 41, 37 to 41.
Yeah, Tawada. Right? Read that first for me. The Rash. Read that for me. 27. Genesis 27 and 41.
Khan. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
Right? Ain't no hate in the Bible, right? Ain't no hate in the Bible. It is hate in the Bible. You understand? There's hate. You understand? Like they try to push this love on black people. But when it comes to Esau, when it comes to the oppressor, they don't push love on them like that. They don't. Or else, guess what? Osama bin Laden would have been invited to the White House. Saddam Hussein would have been around. Would have been around today. With all that love, you think, you know what I mean? All that love you're pushing on black people, they would have been around today. Or Soleimani. You understand? They teach us about love, but guess what? They got enemies and they hate their enemies. They hate their enemies so much, they're willing to go across there unalive or delete millions of their enemies. Thousands of their enemies. And if it's all about love, why are you building a nuclear weapon? If this is all about love.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I would say if it's all about love, why is the defense budget so high?
Yeah. Why so high? Yeah. All your veterans, they're suffering. They can't get a prosthetic leg or a hand. You understand? They don't lose the groin. You understand? You want to take care of them? Read on.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
You understand? And this is what we're going to have to, I mean, we got to take the Bible for what it is, which is, I mean, the truth. It says what? Esau, and we know Esau is the progenitor of who? The so-called oppressors. You understand? The Caucasian race. And he hated what? Jacob. And you can clearly see that today, that it hasn't gone away. Like, why do black people think, I mean, racism and the hatred the so-called oppressor have for us, there's an expiry date on it, like, you know what I mean, like it's a cartoon of milk you're drinking. You know what I mean? Or something you buy out of the store that have an expiry date, used by this time. That's not how it goes. Read.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Read on.
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
You understand? Like this been going on since then. Since then, they are holding up Esau's promise, the so-called oppressor. He's holding it up.
060481.
Right? Read.
Verse 42. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doeth comfort himself, proposing to kill thee.
You understand? Like, and how was he proposing then to delete Jacob? Was he saying it out loud? Was he saying it out loud? Do the oppressor say that? If you ask our oppressor today, does America love black people? What he's going to say?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. They're going to tell you yes. And they're going to go to what? All the money that America been giving you. For your TANF, your WIC, you whatever. But in reality, according to the Bible, he does not. The oppressor hates us. Come on.
I got a precept.
Come on.
Ezekiel 35:5.
Mm-hmm.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Yeah, that ain't no expiry date on that. Perpetual mean what?
Everlasting.
Yes. That ain't ending. When does that end? When does that end?
Never.
What? Baz. Man, you want me pack up? You want me pack up and leave out of here? Never. So why doing this for?
You said when? Oh, Salakia, sir. Salakia. It end when Christ come back.
Yes, it end when Christ come back to water. Please, yeah. Don't do me that. Yes, it's going to end. There's an end.
Salakia, sir. Salakia, sir. Since you say that, so when when Christ come back and we rule, so that they're not gonna hate us anymore in their hearts.
They're not going to.
I mean, of course they're gonna be wiped out, but I mean, like when we ruling over them, they still gonna hate us, right? But they just ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing about it.
Can you do a damn thing about it?
Yeah, just go out on these streets and call them the devil the Bible speaks, sir. That's it.
Yeah, well, good for them. That ain't gonna happen in the kingdom, Mark. There ain't gonna be no freedom of speech,
right?
In the kingdom of heaven. That's him. Come on. Go ahead, Tom.
So I was just gonna say, and also, hate is an action word. So like love is an action word, hate is an action word. So him having a perpetual hatred, that perpetual hatred ain't just something in his brain. He ain't just sitting there saying, "Man, I can't stand them." Those people. He's actually killing us, lynching us, mistreating us. You know what I'm saying? Enslaving us, and so on. But when Christ comes back and we have our kingdom, he literally can't do any of that no more. So he'll just be in his brain, mad as hell. So like,
yeah, and he gonna be picking my cotton or cutting my sugar cane. Huh? Be mad, but make sure that bail is ready by the end of the day.
Right.
You understand? Make sure you have my quota for me at the end of the day. Now, devils, I'm saying when Christ return. You understand? No, right now, I'm gonna make sure you have everything you need. All right, I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna enjoy it until Christ return. You understand? What did Christ tell his disciples? What did Christ tell his disciples?
Give to Caesar what it's like. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's.
You're right. That's it. Give me Mark. No, Matthew 20. Mark 12 and 17. Mark.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And Yahushua answering said unto them, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's.
So meaning what? You pay your taxes. You go to work and you do what? You pay your taxes. You follow the laws of this land. Read on.
And to God the things that are God's.
And to what?
And to God the things that are God's.
And to God the things that are to God. Meaning what? You better obey everything God wants you to do in this Bible. You better obey it. You don't choose like the Christians. They want to choose and pick and choose what they want to obey. You understand? Perfect example for a Christian is a Christian woman with her husband. You understand? She wants to pick and choose whether she does what? She obeys her husband or not. You understand?
Okay.
Right? Read on.
And they marveled at him.
And they what?
And they marveled at him.
They marvel at him. Why? Why they marvel at him?
So like it, sir.
Uh-huh.
Because of his doctrine, and they couldn't trick him.
Yeah, because he cut the piss out of them, Sadducees and Pharisees. And he has to tell them that. Why? Why does Christ have to tell you render unto Caesar the thing that are Caesar's? Why? Come on.
Okay, sir. They were trying to convict Christ of some kind of unlawful saying or act.
Okay, yes, but
and
why?
At the same time, they was trying.
Go ahead, Salaki.
Yes, sir, Salaki.
I was gonna say Salaki.
So
I don't want.
He's saying this
to
protect the people as well. You understand? To protect the people, to keep them from being destroyed by these Pharisees and Sadducees.
But okay, but he said he's saying render unto Caesar's the things that are Caesar's. What are the things that are Caesar's? Go ahead, Zion.
I was going to ask if it because we was under them as a nation.
Mm-hmm.
You mean?
Okay, but what is Caesar's things? Come on.
So like I said, would that be like, you know what I'm saying? We know we're supposed to pay tithes when it comes to the Most High or follow the law, statutes, and commandments. But also, you understand, when it comes to Caesar, like today, you understand, we honor stopping at a stop sign. We honor stopping at a stoplight. So these are the things that are Caesar's. Right? So we're not breaking the law of the land, but we're also not breaking the law of the Bible as well. So like
you was almost going down the road, the right part there, Kodam. You was right there.
Like it, sir.
Okay, you understand this? You understand the white man, the oppressor. Come on.
His judgment.
No,
Salaki. Is it so they don't have any excuse?
Read verse 16.
Salaki, sir. So it's the money on both sides then.
Now you're getting it, huh? Now you're getting it.
Okay.
That's it. Why you think your preacher not telling you the truth?
So like I said, he still want that money. Or how they said it, money on.
Why you think your black people inside of Congress in the government who are highly educated, why you think they're not in class with you? Why you think your rappers not in class here with you? Your football players not in here with you? Because remember, when you go on the street, what are you saying about black people? What do you say about black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indians? Give me 1 minute, right?
You'll figure out the password for the Facebook. You try. It is best when I use it. Then work. On West 1969, that didn't work. That's the one that been working.
Yeah, hello? You okay, man?
Come on, come. We get.
Okay. Most time correct. So yeah. So yeah, black leadership. Why so-called black leadership? Why you thinking here? Why you think they're not in here? You have men like L. Sharpton, T.D. Jakes. Why you think they're not in here, Ark?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
It's ain't no money in it, sir.
Yeah, it's money, Ark. That's why Christ tell you what, render unto Caesar. The things that are Caesar. Money, Akim. Okay, let me see. Okay. You're seeing the wars that's going on, right? On the earth, right? Especially that war with Israel and Hamas, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you were a superpower, who would you have tried to help or assist?
Salaki, sir. Hamas.
Why? Because it would be what? Morally right. Right? When it comes to money, when it comes to a greedy bastard, morality and integrity, money trumps it. You understand?
Right.
Money trumps it. That's why Russia could look like a what? Like Satan's right hand. You understand? But Israel looks as what? And he in front of the pearly gates are. He's the one right there. You understand? Israel can't do nothing wrong because of what? Money. And with money, morality and integrity means nothing. That's why you're black. That's why your black ball players. Why you think none of them stand with what's your brother name? Colin Kaepernick. Why you think they didn't stand with Colin Kaepernick?
They didn't want to lose that money.
Yeah, brother. So guess what? Even though it would have been morally right to do what Colin Kaepernick did, I signed a contract, and guess what? My Rolls Royce, my mansion, all these things, I'm going to lose it. So guess what? I will either say what, keep my mouth shut, or just kneel. Anybody kneeling right now in the NFL? Any kneeling? Ain't no kneeling in the NFL no more, right? Why? Because Esau, I believe, have a saying: money talks, BS walk. You understand? You understand?
And Salaki, if I may, I don't want.
Come on.
They also not kneeling because they, how the spirit of Esau is like, well, I'm gonna take you Negroes and I'm gonna make this Negro to an example. And I dare any of y'all to do that, because if you see what happened with Kyrie Irving, you understand? Like, non-Negro, you supposed to be just dribbling no basketball. You supposed to be sharing no book from Hebrews to Negroes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And then he had to come out wearing, that's the same one who put on the Hamas headpiece.
So you talk about Nick Cannon. Was it Nick?
Nah, Kyrie Irving came out on some what do they call that? The after the game.
Post game show.
Yeah, the post game. And he had on the things Hamas or the Palestinians would wear. You understand? To try and show he's standing with them. You understand?
So
But
like
that
I said,
means nothing. Come on.
like he did that, but he started talking about that we're the Jews, but he's actually a Muslim.
Who Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Yeah. Yeah. You understand? And now once you go down that path, you not for black people. You for yourself. You understand? You for money. You
So like I
understand?
said, if I may,
Come on.
because it was safer to be a Muslim than
Yes,
to stand up and be a Jew.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. When money comes around, your integrity and morality is going to be lacking. You understand? And Christ was trying to tell you, you know what I mean? Give Caesar what belongs to him. You understand? A good way to look at it is, you ever get a ticket, right? Where you have to pay it. You know what I mean? Of course, in the world I talk about, you had to pay it. But you decide to go to court and fight it, and you lose. You understand? When you could have just do what? Just give him the money. You know what I mean? Just give him it. That's what you want. You understand? Now you a drug dealer trying to make all the money in the world, saying what? You know what I mean? You're hungry, you're this, you're that. But guess what? That money going right back to the lawyer. Right back to who? Right back to Caesar. So what sense it make? Understand? But here come in here and do what the Lord say to do. But here come in here and learn what the Lord say to do. You understand? And be down for your people. You understand? Money, it's gonna be a wrong act. But guess what? Your integrity and morality, you're lacking that. You know what I mean? And who knows what could happen to you? Right? Where we at? What's his name? Tab 1.
Come.
Let's read a little more of this here now. The declaration.
Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Salaki. I gotta put it back on the screen. Pardon me, sir. Salaki.
You don't have to. You could read it. You can just read it.
Okay, I got this, sir. Salaki. Within the course, I'll start at the next part. Salaki, sir. Assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled.
Separate and what?
An equal station.
Separate and equal. You understand? And that's one thing with English, man. English is a funny language, but you have to pay attention to what's being said. You understand? Right? Now, you know what I mean? And it's so good. You know what I mean? If you pay attention to, you know what I mean, in news, to see the language and how to use the English language when it comes to the wars with the Israeli and the Palestinians, and then try to see that what they've been done to them has already been done to us.
Right.
They use it on us, everything. You understand? They call us what? They call the Mexican, Trump called the Mexicans what?
Rapists.
Yes, rapists. Right? And what? And they say they committed what? A ton of what? Ton of crimes. They call them criminals. Right? They say these men, they ain't checking these men, but they could come from where? From prison, and just coming into the country. Did the Native Indians check you all out? Did the Native Indians check and see who was criminals? Right? Do you all know that America like the majority of Caucasians around a certain time in America, they were criminals.
Kind of one, sir.
Yeah, they were criminals. Criminals from where?
From Europe, sir.
From England and other places under the British Empire. They were sending their criminals over here, you understand, to work off their debts and
yes. Because what happened is they came across here and saw the vast land mass, right? Knew the native Indians were the ones in control of majority of it, all of it, I should say, and came in. And remember the story went over last week. Remember that story went over last week with the native Indians and them being unalive or deleted by the so-called oppressor. You all remember the story went over last week? The massacre in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, what happened is, as Yaniza is saying, England had a ton of criminals. And brother, you stealing, right? According to the English law back then, you could have lose your life. They could have hung you for stealing. But they came up, you understand, with documents to say what? You could come across here to America and work your time off. Do your time by working. And brother, from there, they start growing until you have what? America today. You understand? They're a bunch of criminals, but they run in the country. You understand? Right? Read on tab 1.
Power conscious. To which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
Right. Now, you read this. Oh boy. It seems as if, you understand, as if it's right. Right? To them, it's right. Right? But what did the Bible say?
Sir.
Come on.
It says, woe unto the people that build a town with blood.
Yes. Woe unto them. You understand? And that blood ain't like ain't self-defense. Right? That blood ain't talking about self-defense. That blood is what? Innocent blood that you had to spill to get this place. Right? Go back to Genesis. I think we're Genesis 27 and 39. I go to Genesis 27 and 39, the Rash.
Khan. It's the book of Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Thy what?
The fatness of the earth.
Thy dwelling shall be the what?
Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Oh, songing good. Read on.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Songing real good. Song like he was this earth made for him. But read on.
Verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
And by thy sword, what?
Shalt thou live.
You understand? You want to know why America been in so many wars and continue to be in wars? Read on. Read.
And shall serve thy brother.
No. And by thy sword.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
That's why they can't stop fighting. Everywhere you turn on the earth, every war you hear about it comes from this, from the oppressor. if it's his proxy wars, it comes from him, because that's how he's going to have to live, by his what?
By thy sword
Yes. Read on.
shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother.
Right? But he was supposed to serve us. But he fought his way out of doing that. Read on.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
You understand? And he did that. Did it. You understand? And now you have what? He's able to what? Have a what? Declaration of Independence. And he's telling you what he's doing. Now, Tabo One, could you skip down to the part where they start to run down some of the things that the reason for coming up with the Declaration of Independence, in other words. They start to explain some of it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Salaki, I'll go down to in the next paragraph. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object, evidences are designed to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the
Hold on. I think people ain't hear you clearly. You sound like you describing black people's situation here in America.
Concept.
That's where you sound like it is describing. Read that part one more time.
Concept. But when a long train of abuses,
but a long train of what?
Abuses.
Long train. Or train or trail?
Train.
Meaning there is a long train. You ever sit down on a train track and you had to wait for like what, 5 minutes before you could cross it? Because that train is what? Long as can be. Brother, the abuses black people suffer in America is long. So long we should not be celebrating July 4th.
That's
the Lord
right.
give us our independence is Passover. You understand? Which they try to, try to come up with some trickery and tell us that we should be celebrating Easter. But Passover is what you should be celebrating. Everything we're supposed to be celebrating, right, that the Lord gave us, the oppressor comes around and tell us, nah, don't celebrate that, celebrate this. So now, how in the hell are you going to remember your history? How in the hell are you going to teach your kids to remember your history? You understand? When you have the oppressor telling you what you're supposed to teach your sons and daughters. How many of you ever been to Union Station? You ever been to Union Station here in DC?
Come.
You ever read the writings on the wall? Yeah, when next time when you visit, you'll come down or go to any I would say national, the word not coming to me, but where there's anything any statue of a so-called oppressor, just read what the inscription, what it's saying, and you'll see who it speaks to.
Right.
Sure, it'll speak to me and you, brother. Sure, it'll speak to me and you. Just like the Declaration of Independence does not speak to me and you. You understand? Does not. Right? Them devils read this, and guess what? What did they do? What did they do? They went and did what? You remember January 6th?
Come.
Yeah, it felt like they were becoming what? They felt like their country was being what?
Taken from them.
Taken away from.
Yes. And they went and tried to do what their forefathers did in 1776. You understand?
Okay.
Your constitution is this Bible, and what we're doing right now, you understand? We're trying to break free, man. We're trying to get Christ back here so we can get justice for what this oppressor did to us, and is continuing to do to us as a people. They say, I think I read some story where they say they just found like what 200 missing children. You all heard about that story? The FBI. Look it up. Somebody look it up and see if there's a story that came out today. They found 200 missing children. They're suspecting. Right. Tabon, you read on.
Come on, sir. Salaki, sir, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.
Right. And how do we do that? By what? Not celebrating July 4th. That we could start there. We could start this Thursday. Come on.
And what you asked earlier about whether they taught that in school, that first part of that second paragraph, that was the part specifically I remember them teaching, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And they teach that. I went to a predominantly black school, and they read that to us, made us think that was for us, not letting us know that we was in slavery during that time.
That's
wasn't written for us.
That's it.
Like you, sir.
Come on. The article on the missing children.
Hold on. Come on, Yana. But Zawan, I'm gonna come to you, right?
Okay.
It says that among 200 missing children found as part of Operation We Will Find You 2 were 173 endangered runaways, including a 1-year-old girl whose mother was convicted in the death of another of her kids. Go ahead. More than 170 endangered runaways have been found and have been rescued as part of the operation conducted by the U.S. Marshal Service and other agencies. Overall, 200 missing children were found as part of a nationwide operation called Operation We Will Find You.
Okay. So this ain't talking about native, not native, but Mexicans or nothing like that, right? It is talking about on the whole.
Sir, they're not mentioning the race of the child as of yet.
Which letting you know, I mean, this place is, is vile and disgusting. And in the kingdom of heaven, things like this, brother, you better not be caught doing anything like this. Kidnapping a child, doing nothing evil. Come on. Hold on. One minute. Batsazawan. Baza, come in.
Yeah, that tied into what I was gonna say, because when they wrote that Constitution, we as a whole, as a nation of people, we was just considered 3/4 of man. A man won't consider the whole man. So it's me and Officer Kowal to make a man and a piece of a man. So to look at this nation and look at how they treat us today, we shouldn't be shocked, because we're still not a whole man put together. You get what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be shocked that they treat us like the dung of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're looked at as less than cattle. So like,
if I may, I don't want
1 minute, Zion. Baz.
I was just gonna say the article that I pulled up. It said that it's ran this operation 6 times this year and located 546 children so far in 2024, which is higher than the number last year at this time, but lower than the nearly 950 children recovered in 2021.
Yeah. But you know why? Because you got, like, I don't know if you all heard the story about these a white couple that had 4 black kids basically in slavery act.
Yeah, come.
Living in a barn. You understand? Living in a barn. They went and adopted 4 black children and put them back in slavery. You understand? Like this place is really vile, and you're gonna tell me we're supposed to celebrate what?
And so like it too,
right?
sir.
Come on.
I'm looking at that story and I didn't see any remorse on their faces when they was arrested. I didn't see any public outcry for black kids. I mean, it was just the you know the amount of investigative work that they do when they do hand the children over to the families. Like you couldn't have looked at them and said that there was nothing didn't them stick out about them and how they how they would treat the children if they were adopted. Like we have in our communities, like you can't even fight for your children. Like they once they take them, it's damn like you got to go to war just to get them back.
Yeah.
And I also thought about how convenient it is that they find these children during the election year.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything right now you had to pay attention to when it comes to this election. You understand? Tons of things gonna come out just to what? Distract you from who you are and what you're supposed to be doing as a people. You understand? Now this whole voting thing, they're gonna turn this into, basically vote or die for Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? Come on.
Okay. That's what I was about to say. Black people already been saying, "Oh, y'all gonna get to the polls and vote now." You understand? Or you gonna let Trump just take it over? And everybody they don't care that Joe Biden, about to be deleted by the Most High. You understand? Everybody saying they gonna vote for him.
Yeah. Because we done caught up into this 4th of July. We caught up all the way in it. And what we're trying to do here right now is wake as much Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians up. You understand? To not go there and celebrate July 4th. To not go there and celebrate anything the Lord don't want you to celebrate. The Lord told you what to celebrate in the Bible.
Right.
He already told you what to celebrate. Don't do it. You understand? Give me tab on. Give me about 2 more maybe paragraph.
Okay, sir. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having indirect object.
Hold on. Injuries. Histories of repeated what? Injuries.
Okay.
History of what? Of brothers being what? Deleted by cops.
Right.
Histories of brothers being whooped all over their body by cops. It's history of it. You understand? Histories of brothers, being lynched from trees. You understand? And they're trying to claim it as what? Suicide. History of what? They just dig up some bodies in the back of some police station. Yeah, about 200 bodies in Florida, I believe. You understand? Like a history. And that look up what usurpations is. What's usurpations? Hold on.
It's like economic abuse.
Yeah. Come on, man. We're Black banks. You understand? Scratch that. We're Black toilet paper factory.
Right.
Scratch that. We're your Black drawers factory.
Yes, sir.
Right? Come on.
Is it the same thing as usurper?
Usurpations. Okay, it's I believe it's from the word.
Okay, so like you, sir, I got it. It's the dictionary.com. It says an act of usurping, wrongful or illegal encroachment, infringement, or seizure.
Yeah. So now guess what? the housing crisis that happened some years ago with what's his name? Bernie Madoff.
Obama.
Right? It was your fault.
Yeah.
Right? It was our fault. Right? We got loans that we couldn't pay back at. So guess what? Bank come and take everything. You understand? Right? Like they've been oppressing black people.
So
what do they do? What do they call that? When they come in and raise the property value, right?
Gentrification.
Yes. They know it goes on, they know it's happening. Right. And I think somebody was came out and said that they still have it, or they could find it in the records where they have contracts where you're not allowed to sell your house to black people. And I think this was in North Carolina, in Raleigh or Durham.
The underwriters. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
It was written in the deed, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do it. And now, you know what I mean, all of a sudden, all of this is, you know what I mean, if we were part of the country, then they won't be treating us like this, huh? They won't be treating us like this, but we're not part of their country. You understand? So
like
then we part of the problem. Come on.
If I may question, with the usurpation definition, would that be an example of that be how they took our identity? Because I see where it says encroachment, it says intrusion on a person's territory or rights.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see how you can see it like that, right? But remember, to them, it's almost like they the Jews, we not.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? But I could see what you're saying. We could use it like that because that is what they're talking about. Meaning, the King of England, if he wanted a certain plot of land, he could have just taken it from them.
Mm-hmm.
Is the same thing they could do to us right now, right? What's a mortgage? Does a mortgage mean you own something? No. You could pay off for that and have the deed to it, and still what? And if the government want to run a highway or a trail through your home, Mark, that deed means nothing.
So like it's their eminent domain.
Yeah. Means nothing. All right. Read that a little bit again. And what caused, okay, not what caused it, right? But okay, what caused the oppressor to hate us the way he hates us?
Salakia.
Come on.
The jealousy over the birthright.
That's it. But guess what? He sold it, which means he didn't do what?
He didn't want it. He didn't value it.
He didn't value it. You're correct. But it's almost to the point like, okay, what's in the news today? What's in the news today pertaining to Donald Trump? What are they saying about him?
So like that he's a convicted felon?
No, the news today. you're today, like today. He is a convicted felon.
Oh, is it about the ruling from the Supreme Court?
Yes. What did they say?
That the immunity of a ex-president, like they can't be charged for crimes.
Yeah. Now, who created that law?
The oppressor.
But he don't like it. You understand? Because the president, Biden, is saying what? What did he say about it?
He's saying it's helping to, if I may, sir. So is helping to destroy democracy.
Yes, but that was your law. Black people didn't give you that law, which lets you know what? The oppressor, he doesn't give a damn about laws. He don't care. he will give a damn about the law if it suits him.
If he benefits from it.
Yes, if he benefits from it, boy, suits him. Give me the part with the birthright before coming up on the time.
Right.
Give me the birthright. Hold on.
Yep. Genesis 29.
Genesis
27.
25 and 31. Give me Genesis 25 and 31.
I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Sell him. Sell me. Read on.
Verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
You understand? He is a what? He is a greedy bastard. You understand? That's why you hear stories of these young oppressors deleting their parents or some loved ones for what?
Insurance policies.
Yeah, insurance policies. Because you're greedy. So what? Yeah, you can't get what's them cars and what them oppressors love? A Mustang. So what? Or the Camaro. So what?
Right.
No, he depressed. He about to die. He broke. Read on.
Verse 33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day.
Mm-hmm.
And he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Why? Because this story, why is this so important? This is important so that you can understand the characteristic of the devil the Bible speaks of. You need to understand. Once you understand the root to this devil, which is what? Money, 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 power, power, power. You know you can't trust this dude around you. You cannot trust him. See, even though Bob, right? Bob is the dude who in charge of making all printing all the paperwork in the office. Bob is watching your seat in your office. You understand? Right? Bob will blow his way to the top. You understand? He will do it. Karen too. They will do it, Ark. You understand? You can't trust these people. You could never trust them. As the Bible says, what? Never what? Trust thine what? Thine enemy. You cannot trust him. You cannot. If this bastard willing to sell his birthright, Ark, and then on the back end, what he wanted?
He wanted it back.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Right? Go to Genesis 27:36.
In the Bible.
Like you said, I got
Find it in the Bible, though, right?
Genesis chapter 27, verse 36. And he said, it is not he rightly named Jacob, for he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright.
How Biden tell Trump, stop being a whiner.
Right.
Yeah, stop being a whiner, Esau. You give it up. You're lost. You understand? According to your rules, Donald Trump, Biden is your president. According to your rules, not my rules. According to your rules. You understand? According to your constitution, Biden is your president. Now bow down before him. But nah, not these bastards. When it comes to rules, when it comes to laws, if it benefits them, that's what they follow. And who follows that today?
Right.
Who follows that today?
So like it.
Come on.
The United States?
No, my mama, my brothers who are not in the truth are.
Right.
You understand? That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. They were taught by America. You right, Baz, but I was going there with it. They taught us through the Christian church to do what? Follow the laws only when it what? Benefits you. So guess what? You a black woman. Guess what law doesn't satisfy you? Come on, sisters. What law? Coming into this, shoot. Come on.
Salakia. You want the sisters to answer, sir?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Just for time's sake.
The multiple wives law.
Yes. That doesn't sit well with them. So guess what? According to America, it doesn't benefit me. So I'm not going to join this church. I'm going to join this church. You understand? Yes, sis, marriage. Correct. So guess what? You tell a Christian sex is marriage. She's going to be like what? No. You're going to show it in the Bible. Sex is marriage. And she's going to be like, no. Because it does not benefit her lifestyle. You understand? It doesn't benefit them. Right? Read on.
Khan. And behold, now he hath taken away my blessing, and he had and said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?
Yeah. Go ahead and beg, Pastor. Beg. You understand? And now we begging him when he was supposed to be begging us. You understand? You sold your birthright. Ain't nobody stick a gun to your head or pour a bow and arrow to your head or a spear to your head, whatever. A javelin to your head. Ain't nobody do nothing like that to you. You gave it up because you was a greedy bastard. You understand? Your belly hurting you, so guess what? Everybody had to be deleted around you. Ain't no sweat. The Bible say you want blood? Okay, blood you shall have. You're going to get blood. Since you love blood, give me that in Ezekiel. That same Ezekiel 35 and I think around 6 or 5. Any questions, Akim or Akwath? Right. While we're doing that, tab on, look for one more paragraph for us to read, right?
Tone concert.
Right.
Just keep reading from where I left off.
Okay, just look around. Just look around. You know what I mean? Something that, you know what I mean, you could see in there where...
Which part you looking for, sir?
The part where, you know what I mean, any part that looks like it's sounding like if it's us. You understand? Because that's what they did, right? What the oppressor did was he opened the Bible, and the part where it clearly says it's for the Israelites, you know what I mean, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, what did he do? What he did? He left it out. He left that out. He left them part out. Where it says that what? The Lord only had one family, one people. You understand? He left it out. But the other part where it speaks about including everybody, he is like, well, yeah, that's for me. This Bible is for me too.
So like I don't.
Come on.
You talking about Ezekiel 3 and 20, sir?
No. 35.
So like I got it, sir.
Yeah, Baz had got it before.
35 and 6.
Yes. That's all about right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High Power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
I will what?
Prepare thee unto blood.
Israel and Hamas. I will what?
Prepare thee unto blood.
Russia and Ukraine.
Prepare
What?
thee. Prepare thee unto blood.
China and America. South Korea, America, North Korea, and America. The Lord is preparing these bastards onto what?
Unto blood.
Read on.
And blood shall pursue thee.
And what?
And blood shall pursue thee.
And get ready. Get ready to see Uncle Peter come back with as a flag. You understand? Get ready.
No, I mean,
you understand? To see ashes come back in that coffin.
Right.
You understand?
Turn the lights on.
Because you done deleted a lot of black people on this earth, a lot of Hispanics and Native Indians, and the Lord is bringing justice on this place. He's gonna bring it. You understand? You're gonna have you don't start trying to put things in place to implement a draft. You understand? Because you're seeing that this world is going into World War III. We in it. Read. Any more to that, Baz?
Colonel Sir.
Come on.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, ain't no getting out of it. You thought you would be able to pull your troops out of Afghanistan and bring them home. No. Lord wants you right in the middle of things, in the mix of things, in the valley of Jehoshaphat. He wants you right there. So go carry the what's the ship name? The Wasp. All right. Take the Wasp down there. Take it right off the coast of Lebanon. Because you ought to fit in to get it on. All right, read on.
Verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
Oh boy. No, that is poetry to my ears.
That's right.
You understand? He's going to make Mount Seir. He's going to make these so-called Caucasian. He's going to turn their places into what? Yeah. He's going to turn it into nigh onto a desert. It's going to be desolate. See, like what it turned Gaza into? Khan Yunis and these other places in Palestine or in Gaza. Brother, it's coming to a place near you Caucasians. It's coming to a place near you all. Because you want to pursue blood all over the earth, especially the bloods of the native Indians, of the blacks and Hispanics, or the Lord coming to see you. No, you and them Arabs go get on. You and them Asians, you're gonna get on. And guess what? We're gonna sit back and watch. We're gonna sit back and watch. You all get it on. All right? Read on. Any more?
Sir.
Read on.
And cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth.
Yeah.
Verse
the Lord
8.
wants them all. You know what I mean? Some of your pastors, some of them pastors want to tell you not all oppressors are bad. According to this Bible, all of them are bad. According to the Mosai. Ain't none of them going to, you know what I mean, ain't going to, you know what I mean, just somehow slip through the cracks. Nah. Read.
Verse 8. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men.
Yep, that's it. You're going to fill the mountains. You understand? With what? With slain men, with deleted men. You understand? The Lord, he is a what? Man of war. And he fights for his people. We didn't have to raise a hand to come out of Egypt. And we know America today is what? Egypt and what? Sodom, as the Bible says. We didn't have to raise a hand to come out of here. Right? Tab 1. Go ahead and get them. Give me one more verse.
Come on, sir. The history of the present king of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted as a candid world. He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. Salak, I'm just gonna scroll down through different ones if I could, sir.
Yeah. That's what I want. Salak, just get kicked. Yeah. Kick myself.
He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature. A right.
And what did it do today? Today, remember that just for example, that brother, is it Jamal Bowman, where the AIPAC gave his opponent, I think it was a ridiculous amount of money.
Yes,
I think it's like 24 million. Come on,
yeah, that was in New York. It was the record for money spent on a primary, $25 million on a primary. That was a record. That was the most money ever, and it was the Jewish AIPAC that put the money up.
Yes, and what they did also too was they switched the like the I want to say the district, like the what's the word they use?
Gerrymandered the district. They gerrymandered the district, and he lost 40% of his base when they changed the boundaries of the district.
Yes, that's what it's talking about. Like they find a way. Come on, Yanisa.
Because he spoke against Israel.
Yes, because he had some morals. You understand? He had some morals, but guess what? Israel had that money. 25 million. All right. And we'll stop there for now. I know we're over the time. I mean, any questions you will have, we're gonna get in next week. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer Bankial.
Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to Captain I.S.U.P.K. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Salakia, Majim, Madam Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh
Bashim Yashai, Brakathum.
Yadamatah, hands down. Sar, turn her face to sisters. Sisters, Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema.
Yahweh Shema Al Ata Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Yadamatah. Yeshua means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. The I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to treasury department or teacher. Priest funds, a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, the upcoming holy convocation. We have the memorial blowing of trumpets the first day of the 7th month, which is Wednesday, October the 2nd of this year, according to the book of Leviticus, 23rd chapter, verses 24 through 25. Everybody that's going down to the ATL cookout, make sure you got your affairs in order from July the 4th to the 7th, man. We're going to be down in Atlanta doing it big, you know, in the spirit of the Lord, all right? Get with your camp leader, let them know your arrangements. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.